Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the YNTAAY Minis. I'm Chris Smith, and today I'm sitting on a toilet because I'm doing the bottoms list of the movies from 2018 that I saw, and in my opinion, were not my favorites. They were my least favorites. And every year we do the annual tops and bottoms episodes. They're popular, to some people. And this year, I'm going to include Aquaman. Oh wait, I didn't see Aquaman, so as a journalism that's professional, I cannot include it. But I will nominate it for a movie I wouldn't even pay to see, because Aquaman should look like Justin Hartley from Passions and from This Is Us, not like Jason Momoa. And there are other reasons, and Jason Momoa knows what they are. Okay, this is not an actual bottom movie, but it is going to be nominated as my most tortured viewing experience in 2018, and this is controversial. It's Avengers Infinity War. Now, people loved it. People love those movies. I watched it, and I watched it on Netflix, I'll admit. And I was so bored. I was like, when is this going to end? It's not that the movie is bad. It looked great. There were a lot of characters. It's the Downton Abbey of the superhero world. And it's just so violent, so much fighting. I'm like, for what? But I love Groot, and I love the Guardians of the Galaxy people. And so some of it I did like, but it was just so long, and I'm sorry, Ed, that's my niece Stacy's husband. I'm sorry, he loves those movies, but I just did not like it. But I will be going to see Avengers Endgame, and I'll see it in the theater so I can eat popcorn and get a drink before, probably. Now, on to the actual bottoms list. Now, this one I was really looking forward to, and I love Robert Zemeckis movies usually, but Welcome to Marwen. It's the true story of an artist who was beaten so badly by a group of men in a bar because he admitted that he likes to wear women's shoes, and this is true story. He was beaten so badly that he lost the ability to speak, and I think he had to learn how to walk again, and he could not remember anything that happened before the beating, and he lost the ability to draw. And he did great World War II illustrations, so he turned to photography, and he used dolls, and he built a little village in his backyard and had little sets in his house for the interiors, and he would do these stories with the dolls, and I love dolls, and he would do still photography, and it's a true story, and I think I would like to see the documentary about the actual man, because there was some disconnect here for me and this movie, and I think it was Steve Carell. I don't know that he was who I would cast, I don't know, and I like Steve Carell, but not in this movie. The women in his life, I thought they let the lead character get away with everything, and they made excuses for him, and I just didn't like him, and I didn't like the movie. I'm sorry, it was a big disappointment, but the dolls looked great. Okay, this, you would expect it to be on a bottoms list. It's The First Purge, and you know those Purge movies where for one night a year in our country, all crime is legal. So you can hunt somebody and kill them, you could burn down their house, whatever. It's a very bad idea for a night of the year. And this is how the origin story of how it all began, and Marissa Tomei is in it. It was not good. I didn't like the setup. I didn't need to see how it all began. I thought that it's been explained enough in the other movies. And then they made a TV series of it on USA, which I didn't watch after seeing this movie. Now, Blumhouse's Truth or Dare was also on my list of bottoms. You remember those trailers where the people, when they get possessed by the whatever the evil spirit is, and they're like, creepy. It wasn't without its creepy moments, but this game I would rather avoid. And I'll just stick with Madonna's documentary, Truth or Dare. Does anybody remember that? Am I dating myself? No. This is a movie that I was also looking forward to. I'm not a big Jennifer Lopez fan, but second act looked cute. And the story of a woman who gets a job at a company because her best friend's son makes a fake resume for her, and then she gets hired and they think does all these things and speaks different languages. Well, that's not even what the movie is about. They have lied to you people in the trailer. And it's actually, spoiler alert, about a woman who has given up her daughter years ago, and now that daughter is the new boss's adopted daughter. And Vanessa Hudgens plays the daughter, and it's a whole thing. Listen to that phone ringing. Phones never ring around here, and now they ring. It was, why lie to us and tell us it's a different movie? It wasn't funny. Jennifer Lopez looked good. It was in color, set in New York, but and the power went out in the movie, so we didn't even see the ending. So if anybody, and they gave us tickets to come back, and I just can't sit through it again. If anybody saw the end of second act, just send me a message about what happened. Now this one I saw last year with my brother Jim Smith, and it's another true story that I didn't believe. It's Tag. And it says, yes, based on a true story, we're not kidding. And boy, they're not. And it has a great cast, but it's about a group of men that get together once a year and play a grown-up game of tag. And they'll tackle each other and tag you when you're at the birth of your child or getting married. Who would do this? And how is that fun? And how was the movie fun? Oh, it wasn't, but some people liked it. Yeah, I didn't like it. Now, I've done a video about this with Paolo, a very disappointing movie that we wanted to see, The Nun, and it's from the Conjuring universe. But they've taken one of the scariest characters, the nun, and made her have the most boring movie ever. It's dark, you can't see it very well, it's basic. It's just not good. How did y'all mess up the nun? That should have been terrifying. Now this one, I love shark movies. Deep Blue Sea, Jaws 2, Jaws the Revenge. No, I'm kidding, not that one. But The Meg. It's based on the book. And yes, it had a great ad campaign. Look at that opening wide. That's cute. And there was one that said, "Pleasure to eat you." But the Meg, while it had some good visuals, it was, I thought, a mess. It wasn't that exciting. All these movies I'm disconnected from when I'm seeing them, and I'm like, how are you messing up a big prehistoric shark that's eating people? That should be a summer blockbuster, and I think it did very well. Should be eating popcorn, laughing and screaming. It was just, it made me want to throw myself in the ocean. Maybe not be eaten, but you know. Now this one, the original, terrified me. I still think of it sometimes at night. But they made a sequel to The Strangers. They called it The Strangers, Prey at Night. And it had Christina Hendricks from Mad Men as this woman and her family who are being terrorized when they go to visit relatives at some abandoned trailer park, small weird housing area, and these strangers are on the loose killing people. It was so dull and so icky, and again, I was disappointed. I didn't expect too much from Prey at Night, but, and spoiler alert, they kill Christina Hendricks really early, I think with an axe, and then you're stuck with the teenagers, and these people seem like they can't be killed. No, that's Michael Myers and Jason and Freddy, but the strangers, you did not earn the ability to spring up like that. Ugh. Okay, now this is my lowest of the low for me personally, because I was looking forward to it because it had Helen Mirren in it, and I like the subject. Winchester. It's about that creepy Winchester mansion in Northern California that, has rooms that go nowhere and stairs that go into the ceiling and, secret passages and all this stuff. It's said to be very haunted, and it was built back in the day. They just kept building on to it. But they have made a really non-scary movie. I don't know who Helen Mirren owed money to, but they got her in the movie. And I was so bored in it, and I was like, when is this gonna end? So that's 2018 in a bad movie nutshell for me. I avoided movies like The Happy Time Murders and Holmes and Watson, so those things probably would have been on there. But these I did see, and I'm sorry I didn't like them. Okay, see you all next year. Try to do better, and I will too. Okay, goodbye.